Nice tight spiral about 35 yards down the field. Good range on that. He let his receiver try to run under it. If Asali wasn't trying to catch that and just knock it down, it was probably a smart play. But because now it's 4th and long, they may end up with better field possession anyway.
Yeah, they'll have to bring out the punt team. Cale Ward, the Windsor quarterback, did not start the season at quarterback. So far, 55% completion percentage, nearly 200 yards and 5. The punter is Dylan Mitchell. The left-footed kicker will boot it away. It's a spiral kick, but it's a short one. It takes a Windsor bounce, but Jake Baker is in the way, and it will drop at the 40-yard line. That would have been a great bounce, but Jake Baker didn't know where it was and bounced and ran right into Baker, so it stopped right at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, left-footed kicker, that's unusual. His first 2 punts, he's pushed him off to the left pretty hard. It looks like they're trying to avoid anybody that can return anything. He hasn't gotten very good distance. He did get a good roll on that one. He would have gotten a good roll on this one, too. Unfortunately, that player was just a little short, and the player outran the ball on that one.
So Hillsboro will start their second possession of the game at the Windsor 40-yard line. Very good starting position here for this second drive of the game. Hillsboro leading 7-0. Now we get a whistle by the head referee. And what is being talked about here? I think somebody a little too close to the sideline. I think he's asking some of the... There's a couple players down there that are a little close to the sideline. There's one Hillsboro player in a wheelchair.
I think he had a problem with the 2 young ladies, probably from the yearbook staff that were sitting down there taking pictures.
Could have been it, too. 1st and 10, Hillsboro from the Windsor 40-yard line. First play of the drive as Sally goes in motion. Flip it off to him. He goes right up the middle, and he has a first down. A great run by Clavis Sally. But, we talk about these runners, and we talk about the athleticism of the Hillsboro tailbacks as they picked up 11 yards on the play up to the 29-yard line. But really, we need to credit the running back is blocking. Every single running back and the quarterback, Sam Mox, went through that same hole, and they're the ones that delivered that 11-yard run.
You're absolutely right. There were literally 20 players all driving 11 yards. We have to give credit to the offensive line on that one. You are absolutely right.
And that was something I noticed last week. And obviously the offensive line, but those other tailbacks go through that. 1st and 10, Hillsboro. Mock to throw it again on a slant route to Drew Bassan. It's in his hands. He catches it. A nice play by Drew Bassan. The pass was high. He picked it clean out of the air. He picks up a first down up to the Windsor 16-yard line.
Pick up 11 on that play. Drew Bassan, the play callers upstairs absolutely had it diagnosed. They're playing 3 flat across in the secondary on Windsor, that slant pattern. If he can just get a quick step in between those 2, he's gone for 6. The cornerback has to make that touchdown-saving tackle right there, or he's gone.
1st and 10, Hillsboro from the Windsor 16. Mock under Slenter. Flip it back to Terry. Off the sweep to the right side. He outruns everybody. He is in again. A 16-yard touchdown run by Trey Terry on the 3rd play of the drive. Hillsboro will kick the extra point to try to make it 14-0. Another touchdown for Trey Terry, this time untouched.
Unbelievable. They went back to that right side and instead of running the sweep this time, they sealed off the edge for him, and then everybody just basically screen blocked to open up a gap in between their tight end and the cornerback on the outside. That seam was enough for him to explode around the outside and take it into the corner for 6 more.
That took 57 seconds. That scoring drive by Hillsboro. The kick is up. It is good. 14-0. Hillsboro the lead. 5:29 left in the first quarter. We'll take a timeout. This is high school football on KJFF.
We are rolling into fall with huge savings at Lucas Smith Chrysler Center. Right now, get $1,250 rebate plus 0% for 75 months on both new 2015 Chrysler Town & Countries and Dodge Grand Caravans. Get ready for hunting season with $6,000 rebate on all new 2015 Ram Crew Cabs. How about a new 2015 Jeep Cherokee with 0% for 75 months plus a $1,000 rebate? How about a new 2015 Jeep Patriot starting at $17,276 at Lucas Smith Chrysler Center in Festus, or check us out at lucasmith.com.
Tracy Wicking here, and I'd like you to meet our new nurse practitioner at Hickory Plaza Comprehensive Health Center in Hillsboro, Ashley Whitley. Ashley, would you tell us a bit about yourself?
I am a graduate of SIU Edwardsville and South University in Savannah, Georgia. I worked at Cardinal Glennon Hospital as a pediatric nurse and in skilled home health care. I've been a healthcare professional in the Air Force since 2003. I can see individual and families. Call me at 636-481-6040. I'd love to help you be the healthiest person you can be.
Hickory Plaza Comprehensive Health Center. We want to be your healthcare home.
Big Kennedy's kickoff is away. It's fielded at the 15 by Brandon Fouts of Winder. He breaks one tackle at the 22-yard line, but tackled at the 24. A nice stop as Tyler Baines comes up and gives the finishing tackle. The initial hit by Hillsboro was Quentin Smith, but Fouts able to break that tackle, and Windsor begin their drive at their own 25-yard line.
Straight lane coverage on the right side by Hillsboro. There was just no place for Fouts to go on that. The left side collapses in and just starts putting the hits down on the field to put him on the 25 on the turf.
Quick look at the Nicholson Heating and Cooling scoreboard. Right now, Valley Catholic leads Jefferson 14-0 in the first. Crystal City leads St. Vincent 8-7 in the first. Herculaneum on top of Grandview 7-0. Northwest on top of Second 7-0 in the first. First and 10, Windsor from their own 25 here in the first. 14-0 Hillsboro lead. Cale Ward will take it himself on the option play, and he has nowhere to go. He's hit right at the line of scrimmage on the outside, and still only one Windsor offensive play has been run to the inside. Everything has been outside.
Yeah, they don't think. Apparently, there's a problem with the interior blocker. He set up a blocking scheme to try to seal the edges for everyone. That was a motion play where he fakes it going to the left to try to get everyone moving, then screen block, and he can go back to the right. But so far, the outside ends and the defensive backs and the cornerbacks have done a really good job of closing that outside off by Hillsboro.
4:46 and counting. Windsor trying to get on the board, trailing 14-0 here at Hillsboro. Man in motion is Rodriguez. He keeps it himself, and he picks up a big first down. Dane Rodriguez, the wide receiver on the end around, he picked up a first down. Great speed around the sideline by Windsor. That's their first down of the game.
First time we've seen him tonight, and once he caught that ball, he was gone. Great acceleration to get around that edge and pick up 10.
Takes it up to the Windsor 38-yard line. 37-yard line, first and 10. You know, Windsor really spreads the ball out well. There's really not one player you have to stop. Obviously, Tyler Stinger with 3 touchdown carries, but he is out tonight. Well, that's a delayed play. Now, Ward will take it himself. I think that was like a draw play maybe or something.
It was very unusual.
It was really weird. Like the ball was snapped and nobody moved. Maybe a 2-yard run by Ward.
There was only like 3 people on the right side of the Windsor line that actually moved after the ball was snapped. And even Hillsboro kind of delayed for a second. Almost we'll call it 2 on a broken play.
Windsor with the ball at their own 39, trailing 14-0. 3:48 left in the first quarter. Windsor will hurry to the line of scrimmage on 2nd and 7. Ward in the shotgun. Man goes in motion. Ward will take it himself. Follows the blocker to the right side. Try the option play. He pitches it. But really not much going over there. I believe that was Brandon Fouts on the pitch to and the carry, but he didn't get much. That was a dangerous pitch by Ward. There were a couple Hillsboro Hawks a little close there.
It was a very unusual option play, too, because they actually sent a man in motion, and he was set up like a lead blocker in front of the option play, and Hillsboro got about 3 guys across and hit the lead blocker, and then he tried to flip it over the top of the players. It was a very, very unusual option play.
Gain of 1, 3rd down, and 7 for the Owls from their own 39-yard line. Cale Ward in the shotgun again. He's dropping back. He's got to roll to his left. He pitches it on the option play, trying to get to the outside. This is Fouts with one little juke, and he gets pushed out of bounds at a big loss, and a late hit is Hill's tumbling out of bounds very late. That's Corey Walsh. Brandon Fouts on the carry. That's a big loss for Windsor. Loss of 3 on the play. It'll knock them back to the original line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th down for the Owls.
Traditional option play. He fakes the dive play, steps out. The defensive end comes across. 82 for Hillsboro. He steps up. Tyler Barnes takes the quarterback, just drives straight at him. He flips it back like you're supposed to. Hillsboro sends 4 more guys up to shut it down on the outside.
So the Owls will bring on the punt team. Dylan Mitchell back to boot it away. Sam Mock back to receive it. Left-footed kicker, good punt. Mock calls the fair catch at the 31-yard line where Hillsboro will start this next drive. At least Windsor got there a first down that time, but, you know, can't blame it on penalties this time, just a little lack of execution.
Yeah, it looked a little, they had a couple plays, we even talked about it. Nobody took off when the ball was snapped. There seems to be a disconnect somewhere on the offense right now for Windsor. That option play to the right side where he was flipping it over the top of defenders. Things seem to be a little out of sync for Windsor right now. and then I look back and I see Sam Mock fielding punts. Not many coaches will do that in high school ball, let their quarterback play defensive back and field punts, too.
Yeah, he's also their starting safety. This game on KJF brought to you by F.W. Harder Plumbing in Crystal City, State Farm agent Matt Woods in Hillsboro, the Hillsboro R3 School District, and the Dan Galore Foundation in Arnold. Handoff is out to the right side. This is Mock. He'll keep it himself. He's still fighting. He takes it up to the 40-yard line. A play that looked over 3 yards into it. Mock pushed the pile for 7 more.
He actually dropped that ball. That was supposed to be some sort of a read option play in the back. He drops the ball. I think he ran into his right tackle and hit him in the hip. The ball hits the ground. He picks it up and just goes right behind his defensive end or his tackle, and they push the pile for 8 yards.
That's an 8-yard pickup by Mock. 2nd down and 2 from their own 40-yard line. Windsor not expecting the pass. They're playing everybody within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. Single coverage on the outside. Now 2 wide receivers out. I don't think we've ever seen this from Hillsboro. Mock dropping back to pass. Pump fake to the left. Now he's going to run it to the right at the 40-yard line. Spins out of bounds at the 42. Nick Hunziker shoved him out of bounds, but I think Mock picked up the first down. Finding it, I think he did. I don't think with all last game or this game, that's the first time we've seen 2 wide receivers out for Hillsboro.
Windsor is absolutely loading up the box. You'll hear teams talk about putting 7 in the box or 8 in the box. They're essentially putting 11 in the box and daring Hillsboro to throw. What they're trying to do, they're going to try to put the pressure on Mock and get to him before he has a chance to get the ball downfield to one of his receivers.
1st and 10 Hillsboro from their own 43-yard line. Mock under center, now 3 men in the backfield this time. Vasali goes in motion, flipped to him, off left tackle, follows the blockers, hit and stopped at the 45-yard line. A nice tackle made by Dane Rodriguez, one of the defensive backs that came up and covered that outside. A gain of 2 for Hillsboro. Tackle made by Dane Rodriguez. That is his 17th of the year.
Jake Rader got out there and just submarined the offensive line and was on the ground. Masali was looking down at him, and then Rodriguez came up and put the finishing hit on him to put him on the turf after a gain of 2.
Ball at the Hillsboro 45-yard line with 20 seconds left in the first quarter. This will be the last play of the quarter. Handoff to Trey Terry. He cuts the corner to the outside, dropped at the 50-yard line. Nice solo tackle made by Ryan Yarnell. And he might have saved the touchdown with that tackle. Nick Kennedy kicks it off, end-over-end kick. It's a short one, fielded at the 28-yard line. Windsor on the return, and a good one made by number 26, Alex Guyona. Takes it up to the 32-yard line of Windsor. Decent field position for Windsor, trying to get something going here. And I think that's one of the first times I've ever seen Hillsboro throw for a touchdown, Eric.
Reese, I think last year we had 1.
Yeah, maybe. That is the 6th touchdown of the year for Sam Mock. For Drew Bassan, that is his 3rd touchdown catch of the year.
Fortunately for Hillsboro, Alex Guyoni didn't get turned and go upfield. They list him at 5'8", 226. He would kill somebody if he got a full at his team.
Yeah, he's a load. 6:23 left to play in the first half. They pitch it back to Brandon Fox. Fox trying to get to the outside. He'll get nowhere and finally run out of bounds. Trey Terry got into the backfield and slowed him up. And I think Windsor's going to lose yardage here at their own 30-yard line.
That play just started off wrong. That was supposed to be an option play or a quick pitch, and then Ward's supposed to get out and lead block. That put Brandon Fouts about 8-9 yards in the backfield as he's going to the outside. Hillsboro strung it out very well. Fouts did a good job of getting turned up and not losing 8 or 9 yards and only losing 1 or 2.
6:14 as he was pushed out of bounds. Clock is stopped. 27-0 Hillsboro on top. Ward on the option. He'll keep it himself, and he just can't get to the outside. Hillsboro is doing a real good job of playing east to west, and Windsor still trying to take it on the outside. And just right now, there's just nothing out there for Hillsboro.
Very tough run. Lost 2 more on that play. Hillsboro looks content right now. Anybody who's not in that front four, just to get their hands on anybody who's trying to block them, stand them up straight, and just push them out to the outside to string everything out, which is excellent coaching by Freeman because Windsor is trying to get everything to the outside, and they're just stringing everything to the sideline. Then you just have to knock them out of bounds.
That will make it 3rd down and 3 for Windsor at their own 22-yard line. 32-yard line. 5:26 and counting. Snap back to Ward. He'll take it himself, trying to go to the right side, trying to outrun Trey Terry. Terry will bring him down. A big loss and a nice tackle for loss by Trey Terry. That is his 5th tackle for loss on the season, if you add in the one he had earlier on the year. Another backwards play for Windsor, and that will bring up a 4th down and long, and the Owls will have to punt it here again.
Trey Terry, he's out on left cornerback position. He had that one sniffed out from the very beginning. They faked that handoff going to the left. He just came across that line of scrimmage. Cale Ward was looking right at Trey Terry. They're going to have a tough time outrunning him. He is a quick young man.
Dylan Mitchell on to punt it away for Windsor again. And they will hand it back to Hillsboro. Hillsboro is 4 for 4 on possessions and touchdowns today. Good punt here. Mock will call for the fair catch at his own 36, and that is where Hillsboro will take over for their 5th possession of the game. This game on KJFF brought to you by the Medicine Shop in Festus, Kettle Hut's Barbecue in Festus, Surf Pro of Festus in Hillsboro, Jefferson College in Hillsboro, and the Lowry Law Firm in Hillsboro. 4:30 left to play in the first half. Hillsboro takes over at their own 36, leading 27-0. And boy, Windsor just really could use a stop here.
Yeah, they need to find some way to contain Terry and Sam Mock and try to keep them within the tackles. Make somebody else beat you. Try to take away at least one of those weapons.
And a Hillsboro team that's so deep, they have so many players. Clavis Sally, Trey Terry, Michael Keller, Alex Warren. All these guys average nearly double digits on yards per carry and multiple touchdowns, but we haven't seen Keller tonight. Mock's going to throw it, looking for Bassan deep at the 40-yard line. It's incomplete, and we get a flag as Brandon Fouts never really turned his head. Bassan tried to reach over the top of him. Bassan, Hillsboro doesn't list heights. Brandon Fouts listed 5'10", 188, so I think Bassan a little bit taller than he is. And Hillsboro is walking forward, so I think we're going to get a defensive pass interference here.
Fouts came out on the coverage like it was a hard-thrown ball, but it was a fade pattern where he just kind of lobs it up there. And Drew Bazan did a good job. He turned around, looked at the ball, and then stepped to the inside right into the defensive back. No chance to really catch that ball with the contact coming early.
So the punt will be 15. The penalty will be 15 yards into Windsor territory at the 49. And there wasn't really a lot of contact there by Fouts. He just never turned his head, and that's usually what refs look for. 1st and 10. Windsor at their own 49. For Hillsboro at the Windsor 49. Mock rolling to his right. He's just going to tuck it and run. Dives to the pylon, and I think he picked up a first down. And we get a flag late, and we might get a holding call. So this might come back. It was taking a long time for that play to develop, and Mock just rolling, and he eventually just tuck it and ran.
That play kind of got disrupted in the back by Alex Gaona. Trey Terry had to turn around and pick him up on the block to spring that play, but it was very slow developing. It looked like that might have been an option run pass out to the right side. Coverage in the backfield was very good, and yes, it is against Hillsboro, their first penalty of the night.
So that will back it up 10 yards from the spot of the foul, but I don't think they're really going to be only maybe a negative of about 3, because the referee is spotting the ball at the Windsor 42-yard line, so he will back them up. That'll back them up 10 yards from the spot, so he will place it at the Hillsboro 48-yard line, where they will start it 1st and 12 from their own 48. With 4:17 to play, Hillsboro leading 27-0. That last scoring drive brought to you by Auto Plaza Ford of DeSoto for Hillsboro. 4 plays in a minute and 1 second. Yeah, Auto Plaza Ford scoring drive. 1st and 12, Hillsboro from their own 48. 4 left in the half. Mock under center. Terry in motion. Mock is going to take it himself. He's being chased down, and he is dropped. Somebody got through the backfield. Number 42, Dylan Michelle, as well as Max Wolcott, the outside linebackers, got in there almost unblocked, and they dropped Sam Mock for a sack. That's a 3-yard loss.
Either he knew the snap count or something was going. He exploded out there. He was the first player to move right through the back, disrupted everything. He doesn't get the tackle, but he completely tore up the backfield that time.
Ball at the Hillsboro 45 with 3:40 left. Second down and 15. Mock will hand it off to Alex Warren right up the middle. No, this is Vasali to the outside. Stiff arm down the sideline at the 20. Pushed out of bounds and a big first down pickup by Clay Vasali. That took a long time to develop, and Vasali with a huge hole and speed to the outside picked up a big run and a big first down.
Incredible vision by Vasali. That play started out going in between the left guard and the center. When he comes back on the motion play on the option, he cuts it right up the middle. Doesn't get touched too much. The linebacker got a hand on him. Once he gets past that arm tackle, looks around, springs it back out to the right side where he originally came from. Then it's a stiff arm or two down the sideline showing his speed. 38-yard carry, first down, Hillsboro driving and threatening again.
Ball at the Windsor 17-yard line. First and 10 Hillsboro with 3:29 left in the first half. Trying to add their fifth score of the game, leading 27-0. Mock going to throw it over the middle to Bassan. Caught in touchdown. Another quick slant. Mock finds Bassan again. And Hillsboro scores for the fifth time tonight. Twice on back-to-back catches from Sam Mock to Drew Bassan.
That was that exact same play that they ran in the first half. That'll be their fourth pass pattern where he takes off and just splits the free safety and the cornerback that's trying to cover him. It's not even a three-step drop. Mock just stands straight up, whistles it right to him, and off they go.
His 7th touchdown pass of the year for Drew Bassan. That is his 4th touchdown catch of the year. Bassan coming off the field. He's got his hands on his knees. I think he's a little shooken up or he's just out of breath. Coaches come over, pat him on the head. Nice job. 33-0. Hillsboro will go for two after the missed extra point earlier. He'll pitch it back to Trey Terry, trying to find a hole, cuts back in. He is in. 2-point conversion is good. 35-0. All Hillsboro here in the first half. 3:23 left. This is high school football on KJFF.
Are you in need of print solutions? The UPS store in Festus offers a full range of print and finishing services for small businesses, nonprofit organizations, and individuals. They offer the lowest copy prices in the area. Black and white copies are 6 cents and color copies are 36 cents on letter-size paper. Just remember 636. Count on the UPS store in Festus for quality print and finishing solutions with professional results. That's the UPS store in Festus in the Gannon Plaza.
When water damage strikes your home or business, you're faced with two options. You can be ruined, or you can be ready with the new Ready Plan app from ServPro Festus Hillsboro. With the touch of a button, it's designed to help every property owner who comes in contact with fire or water damage. So call on ServPro of Festus Hillsboro, 636-467-5444, and they'll put help in the palm of your hand with the new Ready Plan app. ServPro Festus Hillsboro, helping make fire and water damage like it never even happened. Franchises are independently owned and operated.
The Glore Foundation is named in honor of the humble parents of the foundations. Founder Dan Glore, for over 30 years, has supported schools, churches, and cultural arts in the community, establishing student scholarship programs. Today, the Glore Foundation continues to embody core values, so please join the foundation in embracing its support of children, conservation, education, good jobs, medical research, and recreation. Working for a better tomorrow, the Glore Foundation.
The Hillsboro kickoff will go out of bounds, so illegal kick out of bounds on the call. So Windsor has the option to back them up 5 yards and ask them to kick again, or the ball at their own 35, and it looks like Windsor will take the ball at their own 35. With 3:23 left to play in the third quarter, it is all Hillsboro on top of Windsor, 35-0. Windsor will start it at their own 35, first and 10. Ward under center. He'll hand it on. No, he'll keep it himself off left tackle on the option. He takes it up to the 40-yard line. A good 5-yard pickup on the carry by Cale Ward.
Cale Ward's had a tough time running that ball tonight. Much better job of getting turned, getting those shoulders upfield a little quicker before Hillsboro could get to him. Picks up 5 on that run.
Second down and 10 from the 40. Second down and 5 from the Windsor 40-yard line with 2:50 to play in the half. Ward will hand it off. I think they got a little tied up. It looks like he was maybe trying to keep that, and The running back, Alex Guyona, didn't want to let go. That kind of looked a little weird. It picked up 3 yards, but that didn't look like that was what Cale Ward was wanting to do. Maybe he just got a hand stuck in there.
It wasn't fluid, unless that's Guyona's first run of the night. Like we said, he is a shorter guy at 5'8", but they list him at over 220 pounds. He may have just grabbed a hold of Cale Ward's hand and took it with him.
Like, listen, I'm carrying this ball. I don't care what you say.
You're coming with me.
Third down and 2 for Windsor. A little spin move at the 45. Windsor's going to be close, and boy, a real good spot here by the referee. He's got it they're marking him at the 45. I think that was Alex Guyona maybe on the carry. Is that Guyona or was that
30-something?
Max Wolcott then, probably 32.
Could have been 32.
Yeah, Max Wolcott on the carry, but he picks up the first down. They gave him a very generous spot. And so a 2-yard pickup, ball at the 45-yard line of Windsor. With under 2 minutes to play, Windsor trying to quickly run down here and get a score before the half, trailing 35-0. Ward under center. Hillsboro showing the pressure. They'll hand it off to Wolcott on left side. He spins around and he falls down. He gets tripped up. That's actually Guyona. Guyona gets tripped up. And a nice carry for Guyona. That's an 8-yard carry into Hillsboro territory at the 46-yard line. This is the first time Windsor has gotten the ball into Hillsboro territory. They had the catch that was ruled incomplete. That was the last time. So this is the first time Windsor has taken it to the Hillsboro side of the 50.
Good explosion by going about. Bazan had to get up there and cut those legs out from underneath him to keep it to 8.
2nd and 2. Ward under center. I formation behind him. He'll fake the handoff, drop it back to throw. Looking deep, looking for Jake Baker. It is. It is complete. He and Drew Bassan, it looks like they both had their hands on it, and they went down, and I think they just kind of had to wrestle for it. And a big first down pickup on a big catch from Cale Ward to Jake Baker. Wow, that was kind of took a while to figure out because you couldn't tell who had the ball.
It ended up being an 18-yard completion. It really looked like Bazan made a great play to enter pick 6 there. Next thing you know, Jake Baker comes out with the ball. They gave him the catch.
Baker scored all 3 touchdowns for Windsor last week on 3 touchdown receptions from Cale Ward, and now we'll get a substitution here from Hillsboro as Luke Skaggs runs on the field. Alex Warren will come off. 1st and 10, Windsor, their first scoring opportunity at the 20-yard line with under a minute to play here, so they kind of need to hurry here. Ward under center. Ward will keep it himself, running to the outside, trying to get to the sideline, and I think they do. But the clock does not stop. Now they're blowing it dead with 42 seconds, and Windsor calls a timeout. Good. That was a good 6-yard pickup here for Cale Ward. 2nd down and 4. And, boy, if you're Windsor here, you have to get a touchdown.
He was driving to the outside to run the option play, and he had the lead blocker, Alex Guyona, out there in front of him. Hillsboro just blew up the lead blocker. Cale Ward turns in between that and just drags a few people for 7 yards. He was trying to get out of bounds, but he couldn't quite get there. Windsor takes the timeout.
That is their 2nd of the game. Give you some of the other scores from around the listening area. As Festus leads North County 14-0. DeSoto on top of Fredericktown 15-3. Valley Catholic all over Jefferson 43-0. Crystal City and St. Vincent are tied at the half. Herculaneum on top of Grandview 13-6 in the second quarter. St. Pius Trails Father Tolton Catholic 19-0 in the second quarter. Northwest on top of Seckman 28-7. That is the Nicholson Heating and Cooling scoreboard. Call the Comfort Pros at Nicholson Heating and Cooling. If your current heating or cooling system needs a tune-up or a total upgrade, go to comfortpros.com. 40.4 seconds left in the first half. The Hillsboro marching band has left the stands, and they're making their way around the field to come on for the halftime show. And important possession here by Windsor. You have to have a touchdown, and if I'm Windsor, I'm going to Jake Baker. That's mine, though.
I'd give it a shot. They haven't had a lot of success running the ball, but then again, they just started handing off to Alex Guyona. He's got 2 carries for 14 yards, and he's explosive coming out of there.
He is the fullback. Max Wolcott is the running back. He's dropping back to pass, throw over the middle, and it's intercepted at the goal line by Drew Bassan. Flag on the play. Bassan's going to return it at the 30-yard line. He is brought out of bounds with 31 seconds left, so we'll have to see what the flag is about before anything is settled here. pass over the middle, and Bassan just stepped in front of the receiver, and it's a pass interference on Hillsboro, so it's coming back.
That looked like a clean pick to me when he threw that ball, but Bazan may have pushed off or held him beforehand. They threw that flag right where he picked that ball. Windsor's going to get a shot at this.
And they should get a first down. So
the pick was right about the 3-yard line, so.
And normally that would be a 15-yard penalty. They're inside the 15, so this will probably be half the distance to the goal. So they'll get a first and goal here with 31 seconds. Ball is at the, where is it? It's hard to tell from here. It's about the 7-yard line.
That looked like a clean play. He must have got him before I looked back. Well-thrown ball, a little bit behind the receiver, but it looked like a good play on Bazan. He must have been holding him on that backside where the side judge was looking.
Big opportunity here for Windsor. First and goal from the 7. Ward going to take it himself on the outside. Breaks through at the 5. Pushing. Pile is stood up with 22 seconds left. Windsor needs to call a timeout. They do with 20.7 to go. A nice run by Ward. Still a little bit short. Now they're picking players up off the pile. Jaden Reddick, Chris Walsh, and Jordan Wilkes walk up the stands. Did you know that Jaden Reddick of Festus last year and Chris Walsh of Hillsboro are roommates at Missouri Valley College on their football team? You didn't know that Festus and Hillsboro players could room together, did you?
I thought that was against the law.
I thought it was too.
Maybe those days are over since these guys all know each other when they're younger, so everybody friends now playing youth basketball together, youth football together, youth soccer. These guys all grow up together. That whole adage about, everybody hating the other school, that's kind of gone by the wayside somewhat.
So Windsor with the timeout here. 20.7 seconds left. They'll have the ball at looks like about the 2-yard line. So a very good spot on the play. You have time for, if the clock does not, you have time for maybe 2 running plays. And you're at your second down. So if you're Windsor, you have to get a touchdown here. I'd say maybe 2 running plays. If you don't get it in on the second one, you got to go to the air. But I would say if you don't score on the first one, you need to go to the air on the second.
This is one of those things. Hopefully you've got something prepared for this, a certain set. You've already got 2 plays called. You can get off 2 running plays if you've already got them called. Depending on how quickly you can get that pile up, it's the smarter players, they'll lay on top of that guy with the ball and just try to run the clock out until the ref makes them get off.
Second down and goal for Windsor from the 2-yard line. I formation. Ward surveying the defense. He goes under center. He's going to throw it on the slant play, and it's incomplete. He was looking to the right side to the wide receiver over there. That was Jason Lind, the junior, 5'11", 167-pounder. Pass was a little low, and it falls incomplete. That'll bring up third down.
Nice play call. They spun him out wide right. He had single coverage. He takes one jab step, then cuts immediately to the inside. Cale Ward just comes up and fires that ball. He fired it just a little low. It was a good play call. He would have had 6 if he could have put that on the numbers.
Yeah, just a little lack of execution. All right, third down and goal at the 2 with 17 seconds left. Different formation here as Ward goes into the shotgun. He's going to take it himself. No hole. He dives forward. He'll get 1. But no timeouts left. The clock is going to roll, and Windsor has to hurry here. They have to wind the clock with 3 seconds left. They need to hurry up. I don't think they're going to get it off, and that will do it. Windsor unable to score the late opportunity on the red zone play, and we go to halftime with Hillsboro leading 35-0. Windsor will kick it away. Back deep to receive the kick for the Hillsboro Hawks is Trey Terry and Joe Gregory. Windsor will place the ball at the near hash mark at the 40-yard line, and to kick it off for the Windsor Owls is their kicker. And this is actually number 3, Devin Michael, to kick it off for the Windsor Owls here to start the second off. It's an onside kick. It goes 10 yards at the 45. Ball still loose. Did Windsor recover that? I think Windsor recovered it. An onside kick perfectly executed by the Windsor Owls to start the second half, and the Owls will start it 1st and 10 at Hillsboro territory at the Hawk 46. How about that sneaky play by Greg Westermeyer?
Why not give it a shot? You had really good momentum after that drive. You couldn't quite punch it in. See if you can't keep the kids fired up. They were playing with good intensity. Give them a little spark here. Give them a shot. Good field position here, 46-yard line of Hillsboro to take off.
And want to remind you that with Hillsboro leading 35-0, the 35-point lead is the designator for a running clock. So until Windsor can get on the board, we will be in a continuous running clock here at Hillsboro. Windsor, they'll hand it off. Noah Ward will take it himself off left tackle to the 40-yard line, pushed out of bounds. A nice pickup by Cale Ward. Hey, you got to love that onside kick there by Windsor. Like you said, Eric, nothing to lose when you're down 35-0.
No, and you had good momentum. Your team was fired up. They had a nice drive going. Try to pick it up right where you left off. Catch Hillsboro off guard. Gave him about 4 on that play. Nice spot. Good running by Cale. Cale's really trying to take this team on his back and make something happen for Windsor.
At the Hillsboro, 42-yard line, 2nd down and 7 for the Owls. I formation again. Ward under center, one receiver to the left side. Ward will hand it off right up the middle. This is Brandon Fouts. He gets a nice carry up to the 40-yard line. They'll spot him past that at the 39-yard line. Look at that. Windsor going right up the middle between the tackles, and they get a good yard. That's about the what?
I think it's the third time that they even tried to run between the tackles. They tried it there at the end with not much success, but prior to that, they hadn't run it at all between the tackles. Everything was on the edges.
3rd down and 2 for the Windsor Owls, driving at the Hillsboro 38-yard line. Handoff again. This is Fouts to the outside. He's got a first down and more at the 30, 25, 20, pushed out of bounds. A big first down pickup on the carry by Brandon Fouts. And look at the Windsor Owls. They come out of halftime firing.
They did. And if Sam Mock doesn't get back there and push him out of bounds after that nice explosion out of the arm tackle, that's 6 for Windsor. They're really starting off here the way they finished the second quarter.
Up to the Hillsboro 17-yard line with 9:48 remaining. The clock running unless Windsor can put a touchdown here on the board. 1st and 10 Owls from the 17. Ward under center. He'll hand it off. This is Fouts off left tackle. There's really no hole there. And Trey Terry gets into Bo Thompson. Bo Thompson gets into the backfield and brings him backward, but still a 3-yard pickup for Brandon Fouts.
Tried to go between the tackles. This time they went between the guard tackle on the left side. Hillsboro did sneak somebody in between that center guard gap. Lee Freeman's going to have a little talk with his defense here. He's not happy.
This is a water in every room for everyone in your home. Say, hey, Culligan demanded a Culligan Better Water, pure and simple. Culligan Water in Leadington, 431-3016. This game on KJFF brought to you by Jefferson College. Quality education counts. That's why Jefferson College graduates who transfer to four-year universities do as well or better academically than their peers. Many of the area's top high school students choose Jefferson College for its high-quality, innovative academic programs and flexible class options. Discover the Jefferson College Advantage. Call 636-481-3000 or visit jeffco.edu today. Back on their heels right now.
They were doing a great job. They came up much better blocking, especially by that left side of the Windsor offensive line. They've gotten to the edge a little bit, and they ran a couple of plays up between the tackles with good success. No negative plays on this drive so far. Windsor really came out fired up. I don't know what Greg said to these kids at halftime, but he's got them rolling.
So Windsor with Hillsboro 16-yard line. 2nd down and about 8 for the Owls. Ward under center. Guyona is the fullback. Fouts is the tailback. Ward, play action pass, looking to throw it, rolling to his right. Now he's got a scramble. He's going back towards the left side. At the 30-yard line, he's going to pull it down and run. At the 20-yard line, breaks the tackle. Now finally dropped at the 20-yard line. Tyler Baines whiffed on the tackle, and Cale Ward with a big pickup. That's a gain of about 6 on the play. Didn't give him a great spot. I thought he got it to at least the 10. I think they're going to mark him. Yeah, they're going to mark him about the 10-yard line. That'll be 3rd down and 3 for the Owls.
Dane Rodriguez for Windsor, he was the wideout on the right side. He was down there blocking. It was almost like he didn't know it was a pass play or play action. He was expecting a handoff because he was actually blocking downfield.
Ball's on the ground, but Ward will pick it up and try to run with it. He gets nothing. A big sack by number 3, Trey Terry. Got into the backfield after Ward bobbled the snap, and a huge loss for Windsor. That's a loss of at least 9, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Wow, real bad spot here. I mean, the correct spot, but that'll bring up about a 4th down and 12.
Unfortunately for Cale, he should have just picked that ball up and tried to go forward. Had Trey Terry out there with the good speed. He didn't recognize that's who was there. He could not get around him and ends up losing 9.
Under 8 minutes to play here in the third quarter with the running clock. 4th down and 12. Ward under center. Windsor will go for it. Ward dropping back, looking left. Now looking back towards the right side. Throw it over the middle. It's intercepted by Drew Bassan right in the middle of the field. A bad throw by Ward. Probably a throw that never should have been made. Just right over the middle and right to Bassan. This time no flags on the play. A Windsor turnover.
Yeah, he came back and tried to throw back across his body into coverage. Very tough to do. He had Tyler Baines right there in his face. He had to short arm that pass anyway. Drew Bazan with good position just stepped right up, got the pick clean this time. We saw a pass interference the last time. Hillsboro just stalls out this drive. Windsor really needed 6 right there.
Yeah, that's 2 missed opportunities. At the end of the first half, you had the 1st and goal. Couldn't punch it in, and now you're driving, has Hillsboro on their heels, and the Windsor offense stalls, and they throw the interception there. So 1st down and 10, Hillsboro will go out on offense with the clock running at 6:50. They'll hand it off to Clay Vasali on the outside. He's got the corner at the 30-25. He gets pushed out of bounds, and I think he's going to get a 1st down. Another good run by Clay Vasali.
They're giving him about 13 on that run. He had very good lead blocking out in front of him. Good stiff arm to finish that run and tack 3 more on at the end.
Now, here's an interesting point for Hillsboro because the clock is running, so they don't need to try to take a ton of time and take the play clock down because they were there in a running clock. Last week against Festus, they were trying to kill the clock in the second half, and it got them out of their rhythm, and their drive stalled. And that was something that Lee Freeman mentioned. So it'll be interesting to see if Hillsboro stays with what they normally do, and they are. They'll flip to Terry on the outside to the 35-yard flag down. A good run by Trey Terry, and, Hillsboro stayed in their normal tempo here. We get a flag on the play. This play may be coming back. It's a holding on Hillsboro.
Yeah, we did notice that last week. It was a totally different team in the second half. They seemed a little listless. They picked up some penalties at bad times. Didn't have that fire in them in the second half when they were trying to milk the clock. And you see that sometimes. It's hard for these kids to shift gears and start using up that time. They get used to a rhythm and they get playing. And especially in one game, they get that rhythm going and really get things going good. It's hard to back them down and get them to do something else. This time they get their 3rd penalty of the night, 4th penalty of the night here on this first drive.
10 yards from the spot of the foul, so that'll mark them back at the 19-yard line. It will be 1st down and 19 for the Hillsboro Hawks. But the way that Hillsboro has moved the ball tonight, I doubt they'll have a problem trying to pick up this 1st down here. 1st down and 19, erases the good run by Trey Terry. Mock under center. Terry goes in motion. Fake the handoff to him. Handoff up the middle to Clay Vasali. Huge hole at the 30, 35. Breaks a tackle at the 40. Up to the middle of the 45, 50-yard line. Finally gets tripped up by Dane Rodriguez. Everybody bid on the fake. And Clay Vasali takes it right up the middle for a 1st down into Windsor territory.
2 carries, 48 yards. It even fooled me. I had no idea that Vasali had that ball. All of a sudden he pops up and he's all the way back to the linebackers. It was kind of a stutter step. And he bounced a little bit, looks for a hole, explodes past that, and he's off to the races after that.
Clock rolling with the running clock, 5:08 and counting. Mock under center. This is Vasali in motion. Handoff right at the middle to fullback Alex Warren. And he bowls forward up to the 40-yard line of Windsor. The fullback gets in on the carry. That's a 6-yard, I call it a 5-yard picket up to the 41 of Windsor.
Alex Warren does the dirty work. 3rd carry of the night, 17 yards, 6 here in the second half. He just bounces off people and just keeps driving. I have never seen Warren get knocked backwards.
2nd down and 5 for Hillsboro at the Windsor 41-yard line. Drew Bassan, the lone wide receiver on the near side. Single coverage on him. They do have one safety deep now. Flip back to Joe Gregory. He goes off the right side. He'll pick up a nice carry. That is Joe Gregory, his first carry of the night.
Lee Freeman giving the sophomore a chance to get out there. Good athleticism. He hopped over the top of that first player, but he took a shot for that move.
That's only the third carry unofficially for Gregory, only around 50 yards on the season. That'll make it 3rd down and 4 for the Hawks from the 40-yard line. And now it looks like Gregory is back out of the game. It is Warren, Vasali, and Terry in the backfield. Terry goes in motion. They'll hand it off up to Vasali right up the middle, but nowhere to go as Windsor got into the backfield. And no gain on the play on the carry for Clay Vasali as the Windsor Owls had that sniffed out perfectly. A nice play by Brendan Aarons to get into the backfield.
Brendan Aarons and Alex Gaona got back there, disrupted that play, and the handoff was very ugly. He kind of hit Vasali in the knees with that handoff. He never did field it cleanly. It was a good job by Vasali just to hold on to that ball and not lose yardage.
Bring up a 4th down and 5 for Hillsboro from their 40-yard line. 2 wide receivers out this time. Mock rolling that direction to the left, going to throw it, and it's caught by Vasali at the 30-yard line. They pick up a first down. There is a flag on the play, thrown by the linesman all the way over on the other side of the field. The play was on this side at the near hash mark, and the linesman on the other side threw the flag. It is an ineligible man downfield by Hillsboro.
Somebody got out of there a little quick. Roll out to the left. Very nice look. He throws a strike right to Vasali. 9-10 yards deep. This one's coming back. They're going to have to replay 4th down. Wonder if Lee Freeman will think about punting on this one now.
Yeah, I doubt it.
I was being sarcastic.
That's the 3rd Hillsboro penalty of the night, their 2nd offensive penalty. Both those offensive penalties have been on this drive, so that will make it 4th down and 9.
It's only 4th and 9. Why would he punt?
At the Windsor 45-yard line. 2:52 and counting left in the 3rd quarter. A 35-0 lead for Hillsboro with the running clock in play. Mock under center. Rolling to his right. 2 wide receivers to that side. He's going to throw it, and it is completed to Bassan. He takes a shot but picks up a first down.
Drew Bassan, that ball was thrown behind him. We'd want that to the outside. He actually had to turn back around to make that catch, and he absolutely got drilled for it. But a nice pickup of 23.
Nick Polite on the tackle, but not after Drew Bassan with the catch and the first down pickup. I'm telling you, if Hillsboro can continue to throw the ball like this and run it as well, they are going to be a hard team to stop.
They really are. We know they've got several weapons at that running back spot. If Mock can just find another target in addition to Bassan, who's doing a great job of getting open, this could be a very interesting Hillsboro offense.
Under 2 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. Handoff to Trey Terry on the right side. Dances around to the 30-yard line, pushed out of bounds. A good 5-yard pickup for Trey Terry with 1:47 and counting left in the 3rd. 35-0 the lead for Hillsboro.
Trey Terry's first carry of the second half picks up 5 yards. They used him sparingly in the first couple of handoffs there. After that, he exploded on that 4th and long from the 48 the last time.
Second down and 5 for the Hawks from the Hillsboro 20-yard line with 1:23 and counting. Mock under center, Trey Terry. Clay Vasali in motion. Handed off to Vasali to the left side. He spins around and he picks up another big first down. Another good run by Trey Vasali. Nick Polite on the tackle for the Windsor Owls, but not after Vasali picked up the first down, and that'll bring up 1st and goal for Hillsboro.
Vasali's been their workhorse. 4 carries here in the second half, 64 yards. That time he got tackled. They got an arm on him at about 5 yards. He just drugged people after that. They were holding on to his jersey and trying to jump on his back. Finally got him down on the 5-yard line.
43 seconds and counting. 1st and goal, Hillsboro from the 5. Hand off to Trey Terry. He is in around the outside with major speed. He gets around the corner, and he is in for a 5-yard pickup. Another Hillsboro score.
Trey Terry, it looked like they were going to run that motion play where he goes out to the right side, The guard pulls out and lead blocks for him. Windsor had a player out there trying to seal the edge, just enough of a block and a heads-up play by Trey Terry to cut it back inside and get across the goal line.
Hillsboro will go for two, leading 41-0 with 35 seconds left. The clock is stopped on the conversion. Mock under center. Trey Terry goes in motion. They'll hand it off to the fullback, Warren. He bounces off a tackler. He is in. The two-point conversion is good. 43-0, the lead for Hillsboro. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. We'll take a timeout. This is high school football on KJFF.
It's time to stop smoking once and for all by attending the next Mark Patrick Hypnosis Seminar in Farmington. In just 2 hours, you can finally become a lifelong non-smoker, regardless of your past experience or how long you've been smoking. This program is designed so you can stop smoking without any anxiety, irritability, or gaining any weight. For only $49.99, you can become a non-smoker through hypnosis. Wednesday, September 30th at the Farmington Senior Center, 607 Wallace Road in Farmington, from 8 until 10 p.m. Registration starts at 7:30. Seating is limited, so get there early to reserve your spot. All forms of payment are accepted, or for more information, go to markpatrickseminars.com. Over 500,000 have attended their program. Try it. It can work for you. Almost everyone knows someone who has stopped smoking using hypnosis. Now that someone can be you. Attend the Mark Patrick Seminar Wednesday, September 30th at the Farmington Senior Center, 607 Wallace Road in Farmington, and use the power of hypnosis to stop smoking now.
One bounces at the 20-yard line, fielded by Windsor by Brandon Fouts. He takes it up to the 34. A good return by Brandon Fouts. Let's give you some other scores on the Nicholson Heating and Cooling scoreboard. Right now, St. Genevieve leads Central 20-13. That's on J98 The Boot. Farmington on top of Normandy 35-0. The KREI game. A 20-13 lead for St. Genevieve in the third quarter there. Potosi on top of Perryville 28-13. Festus leading North County 21-6. DeSoto leads Fredericktown 15-10 in the third quarter. That Festus game is at the half. 57-0 Valley Catholic on top of Jefferson at the half. That is the end of the third quarter here at Hillsboro, a 43-0 lead. We go to the fourth and final quarter. This is high school football on KJFF.
This is Lexi Close, softball player at Hillsboro High School. This evening, we at Hillsboro wish good luck to both teams participating in the football contest as the Hillsboro Hawks take on the Windsor Owls. As role models are more important than ever in today's society, we ask that everyone be a positive role model at our event, whether home or away, and help in keeping our fine school traditions. Thank you to everyone for attending, watching, and listening to tonight's contest. And go Hawks!
FW Harder Plumbing is proud to be a part of the Twin City area. FW Harder is employee-owned, and they offer a large selection of plumbing fixtures, hardware, and parts to do the job from the ground up. At FW Harder Plumbing, you'll get the answers to get the job done. FW Harder Plumbing, located next to Sacred Heart Church on Bailey Road in Crystal City.
Quarter here at Hillsboro High School, and it will most likely fly by. We're in a running clock. Windsor will start it on the pass, a swing pass from Cale Ward out to Nick Polite, and he picks up a nice pickup. Gain of 8 on the play, and a good first play of the drive by Windsor.
Came in on that pattern, and after the pass, he just cuts it straight upfield. Good play call there to try to take advantage of the fact that he's wide out and got man-to-man coverage.
Second down and 2 for Windsor from their own 42-yard line. Ward surveying the defense. 3 receivers to the right side, 1 man in the backfield. They throw the screen to the right side. That is to number 9, Jason Lynn, but not much on the play. Blocks didn't set up very well, and that's going to be a loss of... Actually, that's going to be a gain, but maybe only 1. So they'll give him a 1 yard on the play. Third down and a very short one.
Dangerous pass. He actually threw that as a lateral. If he doesn't field that clean, that could be a live ball.
Third down and inches for Windsor at the Hillsboro 44-yard line. 1 receiver to the right, I formation behind Ward under center. He'll hand it off to the up back, and he picks up the first down. The whole pile goes up to the 45-yard line, and a first down pickup for the Owls. That was Alex Guyona on the carry for Windsor, and they pick up the first down.
Alex Guyona, we saw him on 2 carries there in the first half on that last drive. He's got some nice explosive speed. The small man can hide behind that line and pop through there. Picks up the first down, 2-3 yards.
Windsor football at their own 45-yard line. They pick up the first down. Still looks like most of the first-team defense is in there for Hillsboro right now. Ward will take it himself on the right side. Option play. He breaks through a hole, and he is gone at the 30, the 20. Kale Ward, he takes it in for the touchdown. Windsor gets on top on the great option play and fake, and Ward takes it around the outside for a huge touchdown run.
Kale Ward had 3 rushes prior to this. He had runs of 4 yards, 9 yards, and then he had the sack where he lost 9 yards. This play absolutely looked like it dead. You're waiting for the officials to blow it dead. They were all piled up, and everybody was just standing there. Forward motion, forward progress had stopped. Explosion through the back, and here comes Kale Ward on a 55-yard run to put Windsor on the board.
You talk about turning on the afterburners. Man, when he got through the side, he hit another gear.
He was 7 yards gone before anybody even knew he'd gotten away.
That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. At the 10-minute mark in the 4th quarter, Windsor will kick the extra point. The snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and it is good. Devin Michaels' kick is through. 43-7, the lead for Hillsboro. We'll take a timeout. This is high school football on KJFF.
The Glore Foundation is named in honor of the humble parents of the foundations. Founder Dan Glore, for over 30 years, has supported schools, churches, and cultural arts in the community, establishing student scholarship programs. Today, the Glore Foundation continues to embody core values, so please join the foundation in embracing its support of children, conservation, education, good jobs, medical research, and recreation. Working for a better tomorrow, the Glore Foundation.
Are you in need of print solutions? The UPS store in Festus offers a full range of print and finishing services for small businesses, nonprofit organizations, and individuals. They offer the lowest copy prices in the area. Black and white copies are 6 cents and color copies are 36 cents on letter-size paper. Just remember 636. Count on the UPS store in Festus for quality print and finishing solutions with professional results. That's the UPS store in Festus in the Gannon Plaza.
10 minutes left in the game, and a heck of a play by Kale Ward, the Windsor quarterback. He did in from 45 yards out for the touchdown. You talk about breakaway speed. That was impressive on the run by Kale Ward.
Lee Freeman went immediately to his defensive backs and wanted to know where they weren't back there for contain, why they all crashed in.
20-15 the lead for Central or St. Genevieve on top of Park Hill Central. Windsor tries the onside kick, but they kick it right at Luke Skaggs, who fields it cleanly. He goes down to one knee, and Hillsboro will have 10 minutes. And if they can hold on the rest of this game, they can finish it out. Like I said, the running clock is still in play with a 36-point lead for Hillsboro. So they might be able to hold this one to finish it out.
If I was Coach Freeman, I'd look at Luke Skaggs as a possible receiver. They drilled that onside kickoff right at him, and he just picked it clean like it was nothing, dropped to one knee, and then fell down. Nice. I'm sure. I wonder if the soccer coach is here. I'm sure he's looking for a goalie like that.
That was a pretty good save, and like you said, I mean, he fielded it cleanly. Still the first-team offense in for Hillsboro, and we get a flag on the play, and I think they're going to blow this play dead. I don't think Hillsboro was set when they snapped that football, so I think we're going to get a 5-yard play illegal procedure on the Hillsboro Hawks. They were kind of late to get on there. The illegal shift on Hillsboro. Not everybody was set at the line at the snap. Don't forget, after the game, it will be the Presbyterian Manor of Farmington end zone show. A 5-yard loss on the penalty by Hillsboro to back them up 5 yards. They will continue to wind the clock. Now we've got some second-teamers in there. Tyler Isaacson, the backup quarterback, in at quarterback for the Hillsboro Hawks. He will hand it off on the right side. Nice run here into Windsor territory at the 40 to the 35. Nice run by the backup running back Brian McGee, the junior. And I think that's his first carry of the year, and he picks up a nice first down.
Excellent run after the 5-yard penalty. Picks up 22 on that run. It was an unusual play because he wasn't going really fast, but he just kept making people miss, cutting right, left. They'd put an arm on him. He just kept going. He picks up 22 yards.
Hillsboro does such a nice job of, one, downfield blocking, but also running patiently and waiting for the blocks to be set up. Couple subs in for Hillsboro. Luke Skaggs in the backfield, as well as Luke Gregory. This is Joe Gregory on the carry on the sweep on the outside. Got a rocker out in front of him. He picks up a first down, pushed out of bounds. A nice run by the sophomore Joe Gregory. Didn't matter who Hillsboro puts in there, they move the ball.
Joe Gregory on his second run of the night picks up 12 more. That's 14 yards for him. He learned from Trey Terry on that play. He got behind that lead blocker out on the left side, put his hand on his back, and just followed him 12 yards upfield.
Bo Thompson, the tight end, will come to the sideline. I would imagine that his day might be done. All of the second-teamers, most of them in for Hillsboro right now. Tyler Isaacson, the backup quarterback, in. Under center. First in Hillsboro. They hand it off right up the middle. Great play fake there on that play. That was Luke Skaggs with the carry. Skaggs, the sophomore, coming into today, 7 carries, 30 yards, no touchdowns for Skaggs, the sophomore fullback. But he picks up a good 3 yards there on the carry.
Tyler Isaacson coming in, filling in for Sam Mock here in the cleanup role. Nice job of running that misdirection offense. He's been well prepared, getting his opportunity now to get in there. He ran that play very nicely. Got a handoff, got 3 yards on that play.
Second down and 7 for the Hawks at the Windsor 17-yard line. Same formation again here. Not everybody was set. We get a flag on the play, and that'll back up Hillsboro 5 yards. Actually, they let that play continue. This might be offsides on Windsor. We'll have to see.
Well, it came from the back, Judge.
Yeah, it's an illegal shift on Hillsboro, and I think not everybody was set. That's the second time that the second-teamers for Hillsboro have been flagged for that kind of penalty.
A little bit of nerves there. They got jumpy feet. They're trying to make a good impression on the varsity coach out there, getting their opportunity to get noticed, make some good blocks, good runs. Just a little jumpy.
Trying to get a touchdown to somebody who maybe doesn't normally get one if you're the Hillsboro Hawks, so that will back them up 5 yards. St. Genevieve has extended their lead over Park Hill Central. They're up 26-15 on J98. Other scores, Festus on top of North County 21-6 in the third quarter. In the fourth, DeSoto leads Fredericktown 15-10. Second down and 11 for Hillsboro from the 21. In off around the outside. This is to Brian McGee trying to cut to the corner. He gets to the 20, but not much. A nice tackle made for Windsor by 32, Max Wolcott, the outside linebacker.
Looks like they're going to give McGee a couple of yards on that play. He ran a long way, and he was headed backwards to start on that play. Picking up 2. Took a lot of work to get to this right side, almost back to the original line of scrimmage.
Herculaneum leads Grandview 27-12 in the third quarter. Crystal City on top of St. Vincent 22-14 in the fourth. Valley Catholic all over Jefferson, but the Blue Jays have scored 63-6, the lead for Valley Catholic in the fourth quarter. Third down and 11 for the Hawks. Hand off to Joe Gregory on the end around. He's got room to the outside to the 10-yard line. He's going to be real close to the first down. And we'll have to see. Was that a fumble? They're pointing for Windsor. That's a fumble. A fumble by Hillsboro. They turn the ball over, and Windsor comes away with it. And the Owls come away with another forced turnover.
Joe Gregory got out to that left side with the pulling guard. Quick feet, got around that corner, picks up 11 with a bit of a first down. It must have come out at the very last second just before he hit the ground.
So Windsor will take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line with 5:16 and counting. The clock is already running. First and 10 Hawks at their own 10. This is still Cale Ward in at quarterback. He's going to throw it over the middle. It's completed to Jake Baker. Right down the middle of the field. They got to chase him down at the 30. He gets tripped up at the 20. 10. First play of the drive. Windsor takes it all the way in from Cale Ward to Joe Baker. A 90-yard pass and run. Wow.
Well called play. They saw the second stringer out there was up nice and tight against that line. Broke him over the top. Hits him in stride with a great play. The receiver on the right side, I missed his number, came down. The one player that had a shot at him was Joe Gregory. Got the block on him, just enough, got the head and shoulders in front to keep from getting the illegal block in the back to spring him for those last 30 yards. In he goes for 6 to tighten the game up a little bit.
He was alone behind the defense, and Cale Ward with a very accurate pass right on him in stride. I think that might be the most impressive part about that. A perfect throw by Ward. Snap is back, kick is up. It is through, and it is good. Windsor adds a touchdown. They trail it 43-14. 4:47 left in the game. We'll take a timeout. This is high school football on KJFF.
During September, the Jefferson County Family YMCA is offering a $0 joining fee. That means you save up to $100. Monthly rates, of course, still apply. Join the Y during September and save. And now when you join one, you join all YMCAs in the Gateway region. That's 25 YMCAs. For more information, call 636-931-9622 or visit the YMCA's website, gwrymca.com. Join the Y during September and save.
Hi, Tracy Wicking here, and I'd like you to meet our nurse practitioner at Hickory Plaza Comprehensive Health Center in Hillsboro, Ashley McGrath. Ashley, would you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I am a graduate of the Barnes Goldfarb School of Nursing. I previously worked for Tenet Hospital in De Pere, and I did my externship here at the Hickory Plaza Comprehensive Health Center in Hillsboro. I can see individual and families from 13 on up. Call me at 636-481-6040. I'd love to help you be the healthiest person you can be.
Hickory Plaza Comprehensive Health Center. We want to be your healthcare home.
KJFF Festus, Crystal City, Imperial, DeSoto.
Windsor gets the first touchdown. They lead it 43-14. Windsor will try the onside kick again, but this one is fielded cleanly by Joe Gregory. He falls down and fields it at the Hillsboro 45, and that is where Hillsboro will take over. And the clock is stopped right now. A 43-14 lead for the Hillsboro Hawks. That's less than 35, and so 35 is the running clock. So back to a normal clock situation. 4:46 left in the game, and Hillsboro will send the first teamers back out there. Sam Mock, Leva Sally, Alex Sworn, Drew Bassan, Trey Terry. Offensive line of Jacob McNeese, Shane Hard, Sean Armstrong, Dominic Aguado, Jacob McNeese. Pitch back to Terry on the sweep to the outside. Nice block to the outside into Windsor territory at the 45. Spin move past the first down marker, and another first down pickup by Trey Terry. He makes it look easy.
He really does. Once he gets out here, there's people who have a shot at him. He just gets enough to the side as he's running with that speed that they can't miss, and all they can do is get an arm on him. They spring by him. He does a spin move, 2 more, 3 more yards, and they finally get him out of bounds.
Hillsboro takes it into Windsor territory at the Owl 42-yard line with 4:39 left to play in the game. Baca under center again on 1st and 10. Drew Bassan, the receiver to the right side. Vasali in motion, handed off to him on the end around. Blocker out in front of him. He's got room to the outside. Flag on the play at the 35. I think we're going to get a look at the back here on Hillsboro. Sean Armstrong was the left guard who was out in front blocking. And if my eyes are correct from up here, it's going to be a hold on Hillsboro. And I think that would be on Sean Armstrong. He was the guard that was pulled around on the outside out in front, so that'll be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. They'll spot it at the Windsor 36-yard line. That will mark it off. That will make it first down, and that'll be about 14 once they finish marking it off here with 4:31 left.
There was a ton of green space out there for Vasali on that play to the left side. Nick Poley just worked incredibly hard for Windsor to get out there. They couldn't contain him. He draws the foul, and he makes the tackle anyway, even though he's getting held. If Nick Poley doesn't do that with that effort, that one could have been gone.
1st and 15, Hillsboro at the Windsor 47. Pitch back to Terry to the outside, cut back brought down at the 41-yard line. A nice solo tackle made by Devin Michael, the defensive back here on the near side. Terry takes it past the original line of scrimmage. That's a 6-yard gain. That'll bring up 2nd down and 9.
Trey Terry, they created a nice seam for him in between the wide receiver and the tight end on that play here on the near hash mark. He exploded up for those first 6 yards. Windsor stepped right into that gap and brought him down with a carry of 6.
Clock running, 3:48 left in the game. 43-14 Hillsboro lead. Mock under center. Terry goes in motion. They'll hand it off to Vasali right up the middle. He dives forward past the 40 to the 38. A nice dive forward by Clay Vasali. And may bring up a 3rd down, and we'll call it 7. Call it 6 from the 39.
Got up in between that center and guard on that misdirection offense that they run. He comes through the left side. The linebacker has to step in and bring him down to keep it to a gain of 3.
Drew Bassan, the lone wide receiver, split out to the left. Mock under center. Vasali to the right. Bourne right behind him. Trey Terry to the left. Tailbacks are standing behind the tackles. Mock taking a long snap count. Now Vasali splits out. He'll get the handoff off left tackle to the 35. Up to the near 30-yard line. They'll mark him. Boy, they're going to mark it right at the first down marker. And this will be very close. A nice 7-yard pickup by Vasali. And they might have to bring the stick under this one. And actually, they're not even going to. It'll be short by about a half a yard. That will bring up 4th down and inches for Hillsboro at the Windsor 32. Obviously, Hillsboro will go for it here on 4th down and inches with 2:30 left in the game, leading 43-14. Mock pitches back to Terry to the right side, off right tackle. He picks up the first down and more to the 20-yard line, to the 15, 10-5. Terry takes it in. Another 4th down pickup and touchdown by Trey Terry, and Windsor extends the lead back 49-14 now with the extra point upcoming.
Windsor had Trey Terry dead to rights in the backfield. A linebacker and a defensive lineman got 3 yards deep in the back, got a hold of him. He just plants those feet, drives right through that. His blockers out in front of him maintain those blocks for a 2 or 3 count. He's through the seam and gone.
Nick Kennedy on to attempt the extra point. Traditional 1-point extra point coming up. Mock is the holder. The snap is back. Kick is up. It is through. It is good. 50-14 the lead for the Hillsboro Hawks on top of Windsor. We'll take a timeout. This is high school football on KJFF.
Do you want to buy a home or car? Need to spruce up your kitchen or bathroom? Or maybe you want to start a business, consolidate debt, or go on vacation. Whatever the case, Bloomsdale Bank has a variety of real estate, consumer, and commercial loans. So when you need a home equity line of credit, a fixed-rate mortgage, a new or used auto loan, or a commercial loan, contact a loan officer at Bloomsdale Bank or apply online at bloomsdalebank.com. Bloomsdale Bank. Connected to our customers since 1914. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Medicine Shop, with locations in Festus and Peebly, is committed to providing the residents of Jefferson County with much more than just prescription refills, like free local delivery, automatic refills, and reminders, diabetic and medical equipment, and the personal service that you deserve. Just to name a few. That's the Medicine Shop Pharmacies, across from the post office in Festus and on Commercial Boulevard in Peebly, caring beyond prescription.
Left in the game, Hillsboro takes a 50-14 lead. The running clock will be back on when this ball is put into play. Kennedy on the kickoff. End-over-end kick fielded at the 15 by Brandon Fouts. He'll go right up the hash mark at the 20-yard line, and that is where he'll be stopped. He'll dive forward up to the 32, and that's where Windsor will take over. 1st and 10 from their own 32-yard line. The clock is running with 2:04, and we'll have basically 2 minutes left in this game. Well, Windsor, you really have to be impressed for the Windsor Rows. They were able to come back, obviously 35-0 down at halftime, but 2 scores in the first half. You know, and I think that's the thing that always impresses me by Windsor. We haven't seen them play a ton of great games, but they're a team that never gives up.
No, they don't. It was really impressive. A lot of teams would just put their head down after they didn't punch it in there at the second half. They came out and tried to put together a nice drive to start the third quarter, too.
1st and 10 Hills for Windsor from their own 32. This will be a handoff right up the middle I think that's Max Wolcott, still pushing the pile to the 40-yard line, shoved out of bounds. A nice carry by Max Wolcott. He'll be near the first down. Actually, that was... Oh, no, I apologize. Alex Guyona, a 5'8", 226-pound senior. He's kind of hard to find, and he picked up the first down.
Gave him 11 on that run. It's his third run here the second half. Heading for 9 yards. That's 20 here in the second half for him. He didn't have a ton of rushes coming into this game. He's been a very nice addition. He may be something they put in the backfield and keep him there for a while.
Windsor next week will be home versus North County. Hillsboro will be home versus DeSoto next homecoming. 1st and 10 Windsor from the 42. Ward will keep it himself off left tackle, bounces up to the 45. Decent run by Cale Ward. And we'll have time for maybe one more play here. Ball at the 45-yard line.
Cale, they had him diagnosed on that one. I'm really surprised Cale didn't pitch that one out. He decided to keep it and ran right into 5 blue shirts.
2nd down and 7 for the Owls at their own 45-yard line. 3 receivers to the right side. Ward under center, pitch back to Fouts on the right side at the 40. Blocker in front to the 45 to the 50. Out down the sideline to the 40 to the 35. 30 hit and dropped. Nice tackle made in the open field, and that will do it. And for the end of the game, this game is over 50-14. The victory for the Hillsboro Hawks. They led it from the start and never surrendered a lead. And that will do it for this game. 50-14 the final.